that's because the NBA is so shit that the talent level is so.
Let me finish my point. Let me finish my point.
No, I'm basing on the fucking NBA. NBA is the least talented it's ever been.
Yeah, let me
It's the least talented that it's ever been. Someone like Mr. Finley.
So like I was saying, give me my badge, fam. Give me a badge. So I can move this thing out the way.
Nigga, you sat up here and cut me the fuck off. It's all good.
I was talking. You cut me off.
Shut the fuck up and go fly a plane, nigga.
You shut up. Go box the homeless people. So anyway, like I was saying, the WNBA ratings are up. They just got a giant TV deal. They've got a giant TV deal worth a few billies. And they're in a similar place at year 27 that the NBA was at year 27.
So real quick, Mr. Finley, that's Philly.
The WNBA.
He's talking about the WNBA. No, here's a funny thing, right? Louis, you know what's so funny about this cat? He doesn't bring up that the NBA or the WNBA was losing, even with Caitlin Clark, they were losing revenue. And the NBA was complaining about that shit. So if that's the case, and look, you're talking about
not complaining about
27 years in comparison to 27 years in the NBA. No, that's not. Whenever you go to 20 years and you still are not producing, there's a problem there, bro. Now, as far as the talent level, if you're talking about the actual talent level, it's closer than it's ever been to the NBA. And,
I'm not comparing it to the NBA.
Well, I'm just saying, because, that's the equivalent that you... No. Okay, then why would you? Then what's your point?
Bro, if you were listening to
what you were saying.
No, you didn't.
But you went into a whole different direction.
No, just like in the last conversation we had, Ray, and why I'm not going to sit and argue back and forth with you. You have a comprehension problem. You don't listen. Number one, you don't listen. Number two, you don't comprehend. So it's like a waste of time.
Listen, monkey.
It's like arguing with my dog with a treat in my hand. He's not gonna get argued.
Shut the fuck up, nigga. Well, yeah, like I said, Mr. Finley.
What's up?
Like I said, they've been losing money, and you cannot fucking can't refute that shit, clown nigga.
Learn to write your name. Learn to write your name in cursive. Then.
I know you don't know. I know you never took phonics when you was a kid. So I know you're illiterate. You get what I'm saying? But I can write cursive all.
I couldn't tell whose voice that was, but I want to throw out there, and then I'll hand it to whoever that was. This to me is an example of the myth of gender.
So subscribe to the YouTube channel, please. Hit that subscribe button right now. This is a podcast. I'm going to leave my office here in a minute. I'm going to leave you with a collection of low IQ dumb people who waste all their time and talk about nothing all day long. I hope you guys enjoy. MAGA, MAGA, MAGA.
It's a simple question.
It's called chillism. It's a brain rot room on Clown House.
How does that work?
Enjoy, everybody.
What do you want to talk to me about?
Be sure to subscribe and buy me a cup of coffee so I can continue bringing you amazing Republican comedy.
You're free to ISO anybody but Ray. That is a unfair mismatch.
You know how
Ray has no wit.
Mr. Finley, you are fucking illiterate and you're retarded. Don't ever mention my name.
Yo, Louis.
Okay, so if it's like a one-on-one, if you're in queue or something,
I'm sorry,
and you want to sort of do a deep dive into whatever the person asserted, that's just like, hey, can I get an ISO with this person on that point? If it's like, oh, I'm trying to schedule a crash out, it's always going to be secondary to a conversation that's happening.
The reason why I asked was because similar to like what just happened with Melissa and Bark, it kind of just happened and it was elongated. If I wanted to get it in with someone like that.
You said it was elongated?
No.
She wants to get it in. She wants to get it in with someone that's elongated. That's what she said. I just heard. I'm just missing.
But anyway, yeah. So, like I said, yeah, I want to be able to get the floor and do that. If
I think we're still doing mutual consent, right, Nathan? And silence.
That is true.
So I don't think did Barf consent to being jumped?
Yeah.
You weren't here.
Yo, Lou, what's the?
Sorry, go ahead. What's the Philly national anthem?
Dreams and Nightmares by Meek Mill.
The block is hot by the.
No, I think that was Louisiana.
I don't know.
Now it's Florida.
Nah, Walsh is probably right.
You know,
Now it's Florida with.
what's the New York? What's the New York national anthem?
Because like so.
New York.
And I do analysis in my concrete voice, right? So yesterday, right? I don't know if necessarily Jimmy consented to me wanting to ISO with him, right? Because I mean, Nathan put on his cape and did what Nathan does often. Right.
LA national anthem is "This Is How We Do It," Montel Jordan. Sorry.
Oh no!
But then Melissa was able to, spend about an hour and a half,
Except the gangbangers didn't forget about the drive-by. This is how we do it.
I'm sorry, Guala. I think they were supposed to keep it going. I just wanted to say LA's national anthem, and they had to.
But you don't believe that, do you?
Blow the whistle.
But she won't. The gangbangers didn't forget about the drive-by, though. That's the whole problem.
You don't know shit about gangbanging, bitch.
Oh, you know what? Summertime. Wouldn't that be the Philly national anthem?
That
Summertime.
will
be the Philly. Yes, that is a good one.
No, it's not.
And I'll see you all right.
What about
Y'all heard Guava trying to make a point, and then you got Guava in the conversation like, no.
And you're stepping on me.
Bullshit.
Don, your mic sucks. And your timing sucks, so it's hard to hear you.
No, you got to tiptoe. Stop.
I don't think she had to land. And then I'm just gonna hit this. Okay, so you go on.
That's the Bay Area national anthem.
Concrete.
The New York national anthem.
Because of I guess my past in chillism and all of that, and my relationship with some of the moderators, I think my social currency has diminished in this room, which is why when I bring things up, it kind of gets overlooked. So it's okay.
Yeah, that's what happens when you leave. You can't come back at the door after you say, I'm never coming back here no more, and then come back like, I was just playing.
I never said that.
They were allowed to have this hour and a half crash out.
Come on, man. We're doing a better topic. Come on. This is dumb.
Shut your goddamn.
Fucking man. You're talking about how long you get to fight people? Why don't we come up with national anthems? You fucking, come on.
No, you know what? After this, I'm going to schedule So you're saying that.
How long can I fight somebody if I wanted to like crash out and be really autistic? Is it 1 hour good enough or 2 hours?
When other people crash out, y'all will say nothing.
Yeah, what fucking idea? Just boring.
Clown ass cool. Concrete is a clown ass cool.
Concrete is bullying.
Anyway, whatever. I'm sorry I have the opinion that this is a boring topic, and I think everybody is like indicating it. But go ahead. Continue to talk about how long you can yell at people.
But when Guava want to crash out, no one let Guava crash out.
I won't crash out like Melissa. Yeah. And here go Ray. I want to bully clap for Guava. I didn't get no beef with nobody, but I was doing that.
don't you? I just want to rock. That's kind of a lot of the little niggas, the YNs in Philly, like they rocking with Uzi and shit. They don't even fuck with Meek.
The anthem is timeless, though, Louis. It gotta transcend the YNs.
Yeah, you're right.
The whites. Everybody.
Yeah, you're right.
That
would be summertime now.
Yeah, Dreams
Can
and
I
Nightmares
share
will do
the
it still.
New York anthem?
Yeah, and then I'll say my thing.
Yeah, I
New York
didn't
anthem.
have that.
We have a few.
Worship.
I'm not being rude to Dawn.
I have a Pennsylvania anthem.
Yep.
I don't know what trash can Nathan is rifling through right now. Little trash panda.
Man.
That's okay. That's all right.
Going to. Really, do you?
It was gonna be Abdiel and then Dawn and then.
Ali, what's the Georgia anthem?
Go after Dawn, please.
Excuse me?
I'll go after Dawn. Dawn, go before me.
I would think so, right? But maybe Georgia would think differently. I don't know.
No, that's all right. Go ahead.
I would think.
Georgia?
But okay, I think what do we do? Intangible, please.
Oh,
No.
That's a classic. That's a
That is not the fucking vibe.
Gotta be for the whole state.
Song.
Maybe that's for the city.
Jermaine,
But for the state.
you're such a little shit. Jermaine Dupri's
Ray Charles is black. He might not know that, but he is.
I'm starting to see spaceships in Bankhead.
That's fucking annoying, dog. And every time
Yo, Ray, I apologize, bro. I don't know what the fuck your bitch ass, hoe ass, puss ass problem is. Just trying to have a conversation, bro.
It's possible.
Sorry that bothers you.
Your voice is
Don't want to talk about people talking about people.
baby.
That's some low level ass shit. Sorry, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
So,
apologize.
I think that what we're experiencing is a heckler's revolt and concrete is yes, I agree. Puss ass is funny as fuck to me. It's funny to me too. Okay.
I think
My God, let me get it together.
Sweet Caroline. The Sweet Caroline. That's Boston.
Was that Philly?
That's Boston. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They need one for the state,
Actually, all of New England. It's all just one hunk of a piece of shit land. That was for Tim.
All right, we got to give at least 30 to an hour for the women because they feel like they're
Louisiana is gonna be back that ass up. Girl, you look good, but you back that ass up. That works for the whole state.
Some ass, yeah.
Who else is out there?
Boom. To the 99 to the 2000.
You know,
Cleveland. Yeah.
I would have 100%.
The better one for Louisiana would be you understand.
For the women in the room.
You understand?
Going out at work.
Yeah.
But I'm really sorry.
You understand? That's off the G code?
Wait, what do y'all think about
the You understand? I'm a rapper, but I'm still. Oh, yeah.
Well, I did have a question about Lil Uzi Vert.
Wow, look at that. Niggas is interested in this topic. Oh, wow, look at that.
The Miami anthem is Doodoo Brown.
I think that belongs to all the blacks. Okay, what is the reception like for him among the youth? Like, is it okay to be alt now? If you're he's stepped outside of the...
Yeah, that kind of like Lil Uzi Cardi wave where you they kind of are gender benders so you could like be androgynous, all that sort of stuff. A lot of the young niggas in the streets, they don't really fuck with it. They'll like disavow that, but like they fuck with the music.
Say they turn a blind eye to the machisms.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're not like mimicking his style of dress and sort of emulating that aesthetic.
Sure, Philly still is on that aesthetic, like the Rick Owen.
Yeah, Rick. Yeah,
Amiri.
Just like being avant-garde, you know, the avant-garde artist who like is like willing to take fashion risks and everything. But Uzi started off like with some bangers. Like he didn't like the most he did was dye his hair purple, but like he was still like into fashion. It's just like those fashion choices got a little more like out there.
Yo, that album is a classic. What is it called? Love, Hate?
Yeah, Love is Rage.
Love is Rage. Yeah. Yo, that's one of my favorite albums ever. That shit is piece of art, bro.
We got a lot of our artists in Philly. They get bigger than life, and they don't get necessarily like in tune with Philly, quote unquote. Like Lil Uzi, even though he's from Philly, and he still got ties. Like he still be in West Philly, like on 56 and Lansdowne. Like he still got ties, but he's so larger than life that like, yeah, he's part of Philly, but he ain't in Philly, if that makes sense.
He shouldn't be. I'm trying to leave Philly.
Love is Rage too. That's the one I'm talking about. With the off-white cover, design on the cover.
I'm thinking the one with like the little cartoon.
Nah, the second album. That shit.
Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah.
But he got more respect than Meek Mill, though. Meek Mill ain't really that respected in the street.
He's remedial. He's retarded. That's
Diddy has tarnished Meek Mill's legacy, his like street credibility.
Yeah,
I honestly
pretty
did
much
it himself.
Nah,
Louis, how long have you been in Philly?
What you mean? I've lived a bunch of places.
You always lived in Philly?
Yeah, born and raised in Philly till I was 14. My mom passed. My dad came through because he was working overseas, so he forced he kind of like finessed to get himself posted to New York so we could like come and stay in the States with us. So, and then lived in New York for about 7 years. My father retired. He ended up getting a place in Delaware, so I lived in Delaware for a little bit, and I was just like, I'm coming back to Philly. Yeah. So, so it's been like on and off, but like I've lived in Philly more than I've lived anywhere else in my life.
Yeah, but you're from Delaware now. That I know that.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking about moving to Delaware, bro. It's not a bad place to live, especially if you want to get away from the fuckery. Yeah, if you want to get away from the fuckery of Philly, Delaware's not a bad spot.
So you got a fuckery over there? Got a brother over there.
I will say respectfully,
I got a good question.
I am the most Philly in this room. I'm 100%. So
I got a good question. When is the funeral?
What was that?
What? When is the funeral?
It's true, Louis.
Bart.
Well, I realized Guava was more Philly than you when you said
the body
you
on the floor
New
yet?
York City.
Did the body on the floor yet?
And you missed New York. Guava was more Philly than you. I don't think Guava would ever say something like that.
Y'all took the body on the floor yet? Y'all called the coroner? Louis, you gotta get the cause of death first. Louis, because if it's contentious, then we gotta. Anyway, Louis, when you were growing up, did you ever have any like cultural clashes where you want to do like Philly things? I want to play outside basketball, blah blah. And your dad is like, "Why you want to play basketball?" Oh no, that's why don't you play soccer? No, that's Haitian. You know what I mean? That ever happened? Vincent.
No, my dad.
Y'all call Detective Vincent yet?
My dad is like, it's like a strange mix of ultra strictness, but like if he sees that I am investing in something,
Democrats who are exhausted by its efforts have created a lot of interest in Elon Musk's future, which I don't think is any especially clearer today than it was yesterday, except that there does seem to be a focus on the fact that his work can and should and perhaps politically must end sometime in the not too distant future, perhaps just in these next few weeks between now and the end of May.
All right, Garrett, if you have anything else that might be a little clearer, which is always a question in this administration.
Chris, the only thing I can add that's clear is the White House, I can tell you, has just come out to basically deny the substance of this reporting, calling the scoop that undergirds it garbage, and basically saying that even the president and Elon Musk have publicly made this statement. So I think what we're talking about now is a timeline of the next couple of weeks between where we stand at the beginning of April and where this 130-day clock probably runs out at the end of May. There seems to be widespread agreement that by the end of that clock, Elon Musk's role in the federal government will be different. But where we land on that calendar, I think, is still a target of a lot of reporting efforts around Washington.
53 past the hour. In an NBC News exclusive to Venice.
No, you ain't gonna be able to get that till.
What up, Joe? I'm just restreaming other rooms here on Funhouse. There's nothing special here, but you're more than welcome to listen in to the Clown House. Jarl.
I don't know why my body likes it more. But I don't get a bad hangover. Sorry, I've been looking at this poll a lot. Harris, it's called the Harvard Caps Harris poll. And now I've kind of made it a mission to like read it once a month. And it's basically saying that Elon Musk favorability, and I do believe that this is a more conservative poll, or it leans conservative, but Elon Musk approval rating has dropped negative 10 points from last month. So I do think that Trump maybe looks at this stuff and is like, you know what, Elon has got to go. And so Elon Musk's time is expiring. He's not going to fight it because he's unfavorable. Elon did what he wanted to do, which is gut a bunch of these programs, and it looks good for him as far as the optics of it. And so maybe it's time for him to go, and perhaps Trump is going to have a tricky April with the tariffs. But perhaps getting rid of Elon is going to be viewed as favorable in general.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just, I can say this for the beginning. Let's, hope for the best and be prepared for the worst. That's all we can do. That's what I think we've been doing since July, to be honest. We didn't know what the outcome was going to be. Definitely, we was disappointed. But at the end of the day, what are we going to do, There's so much we can control.
Yep. These tariffs are going to really...
They were supposed to start today, right?
I think today after the stock market closes.
Oh, okay. And that's the thing. I'm like, this mother freaker, they talk about, he's a good businessman. He couldn't even run successful businesses. That's why he has multiple bankruptcies. Well, I could deal with one, but you got 6, 7, like, come on. But you want this man to run the country and think that he's going to run it smoothly or make the right decisions. Come on. You're crazy. What's this? Trails.
I want to read y'all something.
Sure.
Who's that?
Dr. Goddess.
Oh, okay. Hey, Dr. Goddess.
Hi, Mel. I did hear you, Mel. I was looking at something and I know I had been speaking. So apparently, this woman, let me see who she is. It's a Black woman. You could tell that she's into politics. Oh, so she's listed as a media personality out of Virginia Beach, Virginia. Okay. All right. And she does social media. Okay. So she's on here. She's on Twitter cussing, not deeply, but cussing Bernie Sanders and John Fetterman out. You hear me? On behalf of all of Black America. So she says to Bernie Sanders and John Fetterman, and she tagged them, "You have proven why Black Americans have the best political instincts. When Black people called you out and rejected you in 2016, you immediately, all caps, played in our faces the day after the general election." All of that is in caps. When you complained of, quote, identity politics, she put January of 16. That's for Bernie, I'm sure. "I guess when you have no identity, it's easy to be mad when others are celebrated for theirs. When you wrote that letter to